कैसे हो?
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನೀವು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
Good sir, अच्छा है.
ಗುಡ್
So it's a
ಗುಡ್
long
ಗುಡ್.
time since we sat down for a chat
Yes, it is really a very long time.
in a nice serene environment like this.
Yes. I remember it was quite a long time back. I think almost it's around 2-3 years since we have had a
Yeah,
talk like this.
yeah, true.
ಬಟ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಬಂದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು ಇಂಥ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನಾವು ಎದುರು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ, ಬಟ್ ಇವತ್ತು ಒಂಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಒಂಥರ ಕಾಮಾಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ನೈಸ್. ಐ ಆಮ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ಎಂಜಾಯಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್. ಎಸ್.
Good sir, good. So the year is coming to an end, 2024. Time to say goodbye to it. So what are your thoughts? How did the year go for you personally?
Yes, the year it was okay ಅನ್ಬೋದು. 2024 as always began with lot of aspirations on the work front, on the professional front and on the health front. ನಾನು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ವೆಂಟ್ ಆನ್ ಅ ಸ್ಲೋ ಪೇಸ್, ಬಟ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಟೈಮ್ ವೆಂಟ್ ಆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಪಿಕ್ಡ್ ಅಪ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ 24 went very well. Profession wise, I could go to the next level and gain some momentum into activities like content development or translation, which has been my work area for the last 1 or 2 years. uh, and additionally, of course, my aspirations of getting into the film industry, that also gathered pace, thanks to the support of my very good friends who were besides me and who motivated me to get into that challenging projects. So yes, we finished a very inspirational short film called Nirnay. I think it has been appreciated by all of you, and I would like to thank you for your time and appreciating the thoughts behind such a good movie. And correspondingly, we are working on some good projects which will be coming in on 2025, the year to follow. 2024 otherwise also was good on the health front. It was stable, and God's grace, it gave me a lot of good health and good energy to do what I had planned for myself. I hope it continues the next year as well.
Good sir. So there are a few things that are most memorable to you through this year. Would you recount anything?
Yes. One, of course, as I said, was the first short film of
Okay.
mine which released. That was a memorable visit. And then, of course, there were few good places which I was able to see in the year 2024, which were really beautiful places. To count some, there is Hanuman statue which is about 163 feet tall, which is just in the outskirts of Bangalore, which every one of you should come and visit. It's a marvel by itself. And then, of course, few other places where I could buy time from my busy schedules and visit. So yes, all in all, it was a memorable year, filled with, of course, mixed emotions to a certain extent. But otherwise, I would rate this year as a good year which has gone by for me.
Oh, fantastic, sir. Very good. So, on the national front, at the beginning of this year, we had that most memorable, most anticipated event, which is the opening of Ramlaram temple in Ayodhya. So, any thoughts about that? Ayodhya.
Yes, the name, as always, is very religious. I would say it was a good development. It no doubt was a good development which was thought about years earlier, by the people who wanted that to happen. I would say it received a lot of good response, and when it was opened with a lot of pomp and glory. What I personally feel though is, as an event of national importance, um, it should not be much politicized. What I feel is, yes, of course, the credit should be given not only to the people who have worked day night 24 hours 365 days, but also to the very citizens of India, you know, who have who have had a lot of faith in that particular construction or that particular program which was planned years ago. So credit should go to everyone, and at the same time, what I feel is, um, it should be more of a, you know, a general devotional activity rather than, you know, trying to take it for political gains. That is what I feel. Yes, politicians would have contributed whatever they do in whatever way they do, but at the same time, credit should be given to the general citizens of India, you know, without whose blessings or without whose contributions to that, this particular program wouldn't have seen light at the end of a very long tunnel, I would say. Yes, all in all, it was definitely a good development. It is a place worth visiting, and at the same time, it should be maintained in the same way as it was maintained when it began. So that is what I feel, and it should be left where it is for it to, you know, grow more and attract more people, and yes, it becomes a monument of the world to be preserved and seen.
Do you have any plans to visit it once in a lifetime at least, or
Yes, I do have plans. Probably by God's grace, in the near future, I'm planning to visit the place. Yes, once.
very good, sir. And the next big national development of this year was the elections, parliamentary elections. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, to be very honest, I am not a very good political analyst, I would say. But
एक आम आदमी के जरिए तरफ से आप बात कर सकते हैं ना,
हाँ, कर तो सकता
के
हूँ.
नाते rather.
हाँ, कर तो सकता हूँ. Yes.
आम आदमी के नाते एक कोई
Yes.
आप आम आदमी रहे बहुत सालों से, अभी भी है और आगे भी होंगे, है ना, एक आम आदमी.
जरूर जरूर.
तो वो पोजीशन से आप कैसे देखते हो इलेक्शंस रिजल्ट्स, व्हाट्स योर थॉट्स?
देखिए, मेरे हिसाब से
First thing what I would like to ask you is,
Yes.
it went through I think 5 or 6 phases spread over almost around 3 months, right?
Yes.
2 to 3
Yes,
months.
almost 3 months. Yes.
What I mean, I think in my living memory, that's the longest an election has gone through.
Almost a month. Yes. Almost 30
More than
days.
more than that.
More
5
than
6
that.
phases, and it took almost 2 months, I think.
Hmm.
It started way back in April or something, March end or April, and the results were announced in June of early of June. Right? So that's a damn long election process. In my living memory, at least, I don't remember seeing such a long drawn out election. So, what do you think? Is it good or bad, or is it is what it is?
To a large extent, I do agree with you, because you know, election being a process which should be planned in such a way that you know, everything is taken into account. For example, an election, as my understanding goes, an election is actually planned when there is a lot of facilities and when there is, you know, a lot of probably organization takes most of it, as I understand, because time and money, whatever is spent on an election, is too huge. So usually an election is planned at a time when there is facilities. For example, the schools are closed, or there is a holiday season and all those things like that. But what I feel is, as you rightly said, this election was a pretty long drawn process, and you know, it is just like any other activity which, if it extends beyond a certain time frame, people lose interest over it. So election being election, not many people will lose interest, because some people who don't have any better job in life, they will at least keep commenting on what is going to happen or what has happened. So for them, it doesn't really make a difference. But when it comes to progress of a country, because we are living in a very fast-paced world, is what I understand, and every day the world keeps changing, and where we need to be at this particular time if there is any loss of time due to all these things, it can have a very big impact on the progress of the country and as an individual who are citizens of the country. So what I feel is this should be cut short. It should be condensed in such a way that the organization behind this is done in such a way that there is no much loss of time or much loss of money in the organizing process. बिकॉज एज एक आम आदमी के ज़रिए अगर मैं देखूं तो सिर्फ इलेक्शन के प्रचार जो होते हैं उसी में काफ़ी वक्त ज़ाया हो जाता है. तो इसे ऐसा मैनेज करना चाहिए कि अगर आप आम आदमी, अगर आप देशवासियों को आप इलेक्शन के बारे में या अपनी पार्टियों के बारे में अगर आप उनको इन्फॉर्म करना चाहते हैं या कुछ उनसे बात करना चाहते हैं तो फिर आपको उसे भी एक वक्त के ज़ायरे से देखना चाहिए. तो दैट इज़ वन थिंग. एंड एज फार एज द रिजल्ट्स ऑफ द इलेक्शन गोज, आई मीन इट वाज ऑलवेज गोइंग टू बी अ मिक्स्ड बैग. Because deeply analyzing the performance of the past governments, there is a plus, there is a minus. People have appreciated the performance, as well as people have also thought that yes, it could have been a little bit better if this had happened. But again, it's destiny. There are many things involved behind that. So what I feel is this election was a mixed bag, and I do really hope that the aspirations of the people are fulfilled, because finally, a common man invests his faith on a particular individual, so that at least he is able to stabilize himself in life, and he is at least able to get that basic amenities and facilities which he aspires for, if not a king's life. So I do really hope that the power to be looks into these things and fulfills the aspirations of common men like us.
Very nice. So turning on to a lighter question now.
Yes.
So at the start of this year you didn't have mustache and now you have thick mustache. क्या वजह है इसके पीछे, क्या वजह है?
ಇದು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಏನಂದರೆ, ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಕನ್ನಡ ಫಿಲಮಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇದು ನನ್ನ 2ನೇ ಕನ್ನಡ ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಇದು. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ವಿಲನ್ ಪಾತ್ರನ ವಹಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಆ ಪಾತ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂಥರ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಮೀಸೆ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಹೇಳಿತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಮ್ಮ ಯಾವುದೇ ಇದರಿಂದ ಲೈಕ್ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಪೇಂಟ್ ಬ್ರಷಿಂದ ಪೇಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಬದಲು ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಆಗಿರಲಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹಾಗೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊಸ ಗೆಟಪ್ ಇರಲಿ, ಒಂದು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ 10-15 ಇಯರ್ಸಿಂದ ಮೀಸೆ ಇಲ್ಲದೇ ಒಂಥರ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು.
ಓಕೆ.
ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ಮೇಕ್ಸ್ ಮೀ ಫೀಲ್ ಅ ಲಾಟ್ ಬಿಟ್ ಯಂಗರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಇಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಮೀ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ದ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಡೇಸ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಮೀ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ದೋಸ್ ಡೇಸ್ ವೇರ್ ದಿಸ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ದೆನ್ ದಿಸ್.
Yes, of course. In college, that definitely is very true. What you said. Yes.
So I hope it continues in the same way.
Yes.
Just a requirement as well as my own
Right.
interest.
Very good, sir. So talking about the movie world,
Yes.
how do you see 2024? What movies you saw? Who did you like? Any comments on that?
Yes, there were certain good movies which I saw in the year 2024.
One, of course, we saw together.
Yes.
Bhairathi Ranagal. Yes, the latest one, latest and the greatest.
Yes,
Unforgettable performance by Dr. Shivraj Kumar.
Yes, absolutely. Dr. Shivraj Kumar has been what he is normally in Bhairathi Ranagal. And though it was an out and out violence, and it was more of a action packed movie, but still it was with a difference. So that way it was good. And other couple of movies which we happened to see, of course due to busy schedules we really didn't have that much time, but one or two movies which we saw were good. I mean, it was worth the time out. And yes, hopefully 2-3 movies which are coming up in the next year, in the year 2025.
No, this year itself 2 good movies are coming.
One is, I think, UI.
Yes,
probably.
UI Warner.
UI Warner.
Yes. Our great Upendra's
Yes,
movie.
it takes me, it attaches me to the great David Warner of Australia.
Yes.
But yes, our own UI Warner is coming.
Yes.
And
other
the
one
other one,
अपना नाना पाटेकर साहब का आ रहा है ना,
वो भी आ रहा है ना, वो
वनवास,
क्या?
वनवास।
वनवास, हाँ।
देखना है।
तो वो भी देखेंगे अगर ऑफ कोर्स आपका साथ हो तो कोई भी मूवी
अरे
अपने आप में
चलते
वो
हैं
काबिले तारीफ बन
शेयर
जाता है।
सम कॉमन टेस्ट डेफिनेटली हो जाए।
ज़रूर. And of course I am very eagerly awaiting my own movie Mahayogi, which has been delayed for certain reasons for many days
Months,
now.
yeah.
Many months, I could say years also. But I am also looking at that to release. It's one of the very good movies which has been made. And I hope in the year 2025 all of you enjoy that, and I would be looking forward to your good thoughts on that. And yes, we will take forward with many more movies are planned. So I hope year 2025 is a entertainment year as far as I could guarantee.
Good sir, nice. One more thing again, I am switching back and forth between public and private life.
Absolutely no problem. Yes.
No problem. Okay.
Yeah.
So one more thing that recently made lot of noise
Yes.
was this Tirupati Laddu issue.
I've heard about
So of course it is, I don't know what to say, but you have any thoughts on that?
Well, to just summarize it in one statement, I have always seen laddu as those, as a laddu which always has the tremendous taste, which has been there for years. But really getting into the controversial part, what really made news. From a common man point of view, I would always feel that these things should not happen, and it should not happen in the magnitude which it has happened. Finally, whatever product or whatever it is, whether it is taken as a prasadam from a temple, or even it is savored as any good dish or a famous dish, there is a certain amount of effort which goes, a genuine effort, I would say, realistic genuine effort, which should be retained at any cost. I would say this controversy, I think it came up because of the involvement of ghee, I think. In the
Quality
laddu.
of ghee was a question mark.
Was a question mark.
Adulterated ghee, adulteration of ghee rather.
Adulteration of ghee. But I would say that.
But my more interestingly, sir, my question is like, have you lost the reverence or has it reduced for the laddu? Or if someone now gives you a laddu, will you pause before checking it in your mouth for a moment because of controversy? Or would you put complete faith on Balaji and say whatever it is?
I would completely put faith on Balaji and say whatever it is, because at least this event has come to our notice now, whereas I have been having laddus for ages.
Yeah, of course. We are
Probably I think this would have happened some time back also, but we wouldn't have been aware as we are aware right now. So keeping that in mind, I would always take that up as a prasadam and leave it to the Lord to take care of me further.
Strong faith, sir, and strong words. Good. So two more news from the public domain,
Yes.
which recently happened, not so pleasant ones, but
Yes.
in any case we must
Throw
talk
some
about
light
it.
on that.
Yeah, we must discuss that.
Right, absolutely.
As Aam Aadmis, I always felt, at least when these kind of events, definitely we people, आम आदमी को थोड़ा मन में रखना चाहिए थोड़ी देर के लिए, तो
Yes.
वैसा मेरा मानना है. सो एक है रतन टाटा जी का गुजर जाना, उसके बारे में आप क्या सोचते हो?
नहीं,
उनके बारे में शायद रादर गुजर जाने के बारे में नहीं,
हाँ.
उस व्यक्ति के बारे में, उसका व्यक्तित्व के बारे में, उस कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन टू नेशन. आई थिंक एवरीवन ऑफ देम इन टच समवेयर द अदर by Ratan Tata, right?
No, absolutely. I think he was not just a great soul, according to me. He was a visionary, and the Tata family has contributed immensely to the development of this country. Ratan Tata is just the next level, whereas I would like to talk from just a previous level, which had J.R.D. Tata as a visionary. and the amount of contributions he has done to the country and followed by Ratan Tata, I think it is absolutely unparalleled, and it is a great loss. It is, I would say, it is a loss which, as you rightly said, it has impacted each and every individual of this country personally. Not just what the man has done for the country, but for his simplicity. Whenever you see Ratan Tata, you feel as if, yes, life can be led this way also. I mean, he is a multi-billionaire. He could have done whatever he wanted. But the way he presented himself in public, even though at the age of 85 when he passed away, a couple of times when I have had the opportunity of seeing him on TV, and one more good thing was that my respected father had an opportunity to meet him personally when we were in Pune. He has met
okay.
Mr. Ratan Tata personally, and of course just exchanged few words with him. And I hope I could get such an opportunity, but I missed that. But all in all,
But you have got opportunity to meet greats like S.M. Krishna and Rajkumar, Dr. Rajkumar.
yes. That yeah, they were greats in their own field, but I do, I will also cherish the moments when I met them. S.M. Krishna sir, I met him at least twice during my career, and the great Dr. Rajkumar also once when my mother was hospitalized. But they were personalities apart, absolutely beautiful personalities. And Ratan Tata, I would say, if not equal to them, is somewhere in that part, or I would say even more than them, because he was the one who really directed many activities which really brought India to the forefront globally. So all in all, it's really a great loss. It's a personal loss for me, and I don't think you will ever get another Ratan Tata again.
Yeah, that's true, because as little as I know about him, I remember actually reading about him that he started his life, job, work life, career life as a floor shop worker in one of the Tata factories, especially I think Tata Motors, if I'm not wrong. He started off hands-on at a very lowest level and raised up. So he knows each and every layer of that organization or the group, what are challenges faced at various levels and how to deal with them. So he is ground up guy actually.
Yes, just to add on to that, in fact, one of my close cousins who is in Pune, Mr. Arun Attawar, actually, who is also a very big admirer of our YouTube channel. He was in with the Tata Group for almost 35 years. So he was telling me that he had an opportunity to meet the great man himself, and he was just describing me how his how his approaches were and how he used to conduct himself. And it was a lot of inspiration from him that motivated him to complete 35 years. When he joined Telco, the then Telco, and ended up with Tata Motors, he started in the business development section, then graduated slowly into spare parts, and finally after 35 years he retired as an AGM, spare parts. So he was telling me that what all transpired behind his growth and how much of inspiration Ratan Tata was, and that was the personality.
Yes, sir. May his soul rest in peace.
Absolutely. I pray God to give his soul, and I also pray that in the future at least India gets one Ratan Tata, which is,
Yes.
if not impossible, it's extremely difficult.
True. I agree with you.
Yeah.
The other great personality whom we lost just 2 days back, Ustad Zakir Hussain. उसके
Yes.
वाह ताज,
Wah, Taj.
या
Taj
वाह
बोलिए.
उस्ताद, वाह ताज बोलिए। उसके बारे में क्या आपको कुछ चंद बातें करना पसंद करेंगे उसके बारे में?
क्या कहें, अगर मेलोडी का दूसरा नाम अगर कुछ है, अगर इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन मेलोडी का कुछ दूसरा नाम है, तो वो जाकिर साहब थे, क्योंकि उनके हाथ बातें करते थे और
सही है।
तबला तो सिर्फ एक जरिया था, लेकिन उनके हाथ बातें करते थे और वो लोगों को बताते थे कि वो क्या कहलवाना चाहते हैं।
सही है।
उस्ताद जाकिर हुसैन, आई
There was
थिंक,
one message which was very touching.
यस,
It read, "The tabla lost its soul."
एब्सोल्युटली एब्सोल्युटली। एक और मैसेज था जो कह रहा था, अब ताज खुद अपने ताज को खो बैठा है।
हाँ सही है सर।
चाहे वो ताज महल ही हो, उस्ताद जाकिर हुसैन के परफॉर्मेंसेस ऐसे हुआ करते थे कि वो ताज महल पर भी ताज बन के चमक उठे।
सही है सर।
तो वो ताज भी हम गवा चुके हैं और इंशाअल्लाह मैं यही दुआ करता हूँ कि उनकी आत्मा को शांति मिले और जितने भी उन्होंने हम परफॉर्मेंसेस देकर हमें जागरूक किया है हर वक्त, उनके लिए मैं तहे दिल से उनको धन्यवाद कहना चाहता हूँ।
Yes sir. One more piece of news from the national events.
यस
Very great event this one also.
यस।
It was Anant Ambani's wedding, which estimated to be cost around 5,000 crores. So उसके बारे में आपको क्या लगता है? It was a month-long, drawn-out event with celebrities coming from all over the world, including the likes of Mark Zuckerberg, who attended that, Facebook Meta CEO, and of course several singers and all the who's who
from
all
the,
the who's who.
Yes,
Shah Rukh Khan, all the three Khans were there. Amitabh साहब थे उधर,
yes,
सभी थे.
yes.
So ऐसा एक शादी के बारे में अगर कुछ आप इसी, because historically, the only marriage that was equally lavish in the past in India, every year of India's history was the one that was done by one Tamil film producer in Tamil Nadu in the 60s. I'm not able to recollect his name immediately, but that marriage was the marriage before Anand's marriage, na? That was the marriage that was always spoken about.
Always spoken about.
Yeah, it was the grandest marriage until then. But of course, Anand's wedding broke that record. But these, of course, it is Reliance. Again, let's take Tata's, na. I think Reliance also touches us every day in somewhere or the other.
Somewhere or the other, yes.
So परिवार जैसा ही बन जाता है और all the news media, everybody is showing that all the time. So एक घर का त्योहार जैसा ही हो गया था वो.
जरूर, I mean, yes, Anant Ambani being, Mukesh Ambani's son.
Yeah.
So Mukesh Ambani being what it is, I mean, he couldn't have done anything lesser than what he did. He could have only done more. That is a flagship wedding. I mean, if he had done anything lesser than that, probably he himself wouldn't have been able to justify whether that was enough or not enough. Yes, as you said, it was a very long drawn process again with who's who from all over the world. In many ways, just like Tata's, Mukesh Ambani and the Ambani group have also contributed immensely to the growth of the country. So, and adding to that, probably I've also heard that there was, Annadanam, which he did for more than...
for 1 month it continuously was going
continuously, where at least close to 5,000 people were being fed every day.
Yes.
So that is a phenomenal gesture from his part. And when it comes to pomp and glory, yes, of course, I mean, in his, by his standards, I think he has done much more than what people would have expected out of him. It was a good wedding to watch, though yes, that stands there and we stand here. But all in all, it made a good, presentation. He made a good presentation about himself. And yes, may the couple live happily.
Yes,
my best wishes to them.
Whether you're invited or not, we should wish.
Yes, as an
वो
Indian.
हमारा संस्कृति और
yes.
पारंपरिकता है ना.
जरूर हम
सबको to wish them well.
yes, क्योंकि भारतीय संस्कृति के हिसाब से तो हम भारतीय होकर किसी भी हमारे भारतीय परिवार से जो भी हो, हम उसके दुख में उसके परिवार के साथ होते हैं और हम उसके सुख में भी उनके परिवार के साथ होते हैं.
बहुत अच्छा बोला सर आपने. Now I know that Canada is your second home country. I mean, heart of heart, not literally, not that you are holding a passport, but जो कि आपने based on your historical happenings
Right.
surrounding Canada and you,
Right.
I can confidently say that you would consider heart of heart Canada is your second home country rather. So how do you see the developments that are happening in Canada right now, sir? All these, Khalistani groups which are rebelling, and Trudeau going against the Indian government,
No, I
and
actually
all the
feel
commotions that are happening there. Such a beautiful country, right? It's a very beautiful country, rich in nature and natural resources, and good law. Very, it's a clean and a nice country. Everybody's aspiration to go and settle down there, make a life. In fact, you also tried that many decades, 3 decades back, and due to reasons it could not
It
fully
could not
fructify.
come through fully,
But then,
yes.
क्या लगता है आपको? On one end, you have the Tim Hortons hot coffee in your hand, which is the maple leaf being the brand, the logo.
the logo, yes.
On the other hand, you have this kind of daily, disturbing things like, people getting attacked and so many things. So, आपको क्या लगता है? Canada सही दिशा में है कि, or do you feel sad for Canada?
No, I absolutely feel sad not only for Canada but my many Indian brothers and sisters who are staying there. Because whatever said and done, Canada is a country which has been made by immigrants like us. And I would say that most of the people who have developed Canada as a country have been Asians to a large extent. It could be Indians, Pakistanis, Bangladeshis, or Sri Lankans. Because when I was there for a short period of 2 years. I could make many friends who are of these diverse cultures. Like I had
Okay.
Pakistani friends, I had Sri Lankan friends, I had Bangladeshi friends. But today, what is happening there, I think the Prime Minister is acting in a haste, because he should have really gone back to the past and he should have seen that what really has made Canada. Because had most of this population, trajectory of population, not gone there years ago, I think that particular country would have had a lot of challenges in developing itself. I mean, yes, of course, they are very close to America in proximity, and they can depend on the greatest democracy ever. But again,
So basically, you are hopeful for Canada. It's not done yet.
I am hopeful that they realize what they are doing now is wrong, and they realize it right now. Because the more time is spent in realizing this, I think they will be going deeper and deeper into complications.
True.
So
Agree.
I truly hope that the Canadian Prime Minister at least coordinates with the who's who has known India better. Not only India, Asians better, I would say.
Right.
In building up Western countries to whatever level they have. So I hope Canada improves, because that country has taken care of me for 2 years, and every minute, every second, I owe a lot to that country, wherever for that matter, whether it's a country, state, or a city, or a town, or a village. अगर उन्होंने हमें खाना दिया है तो मैं खाने के उस हर एक दाने की कीमत जानता हूँ. तो मैं तहे दिल से कनाडा को मेरा शुक्रगुजार प्रकट करना चाहता हूँ कि उस देश ने मेरा 2 साल के लिए ख्याल रखा था, और यही दुआ करता हूँ कि वहाँ पे परिस्थिति सुधर जाए और सभी लोग सुख और शांति से रहें.
Great, sir. Fantastic. So, how do you look at 2025? Are you hopeful? What's your take on 25? What do you think the year should be for you personally and for the world?
Yes. Yes, as an aspirant, as every year ends and every new year begins, I am always hopeful that that year brings in a lot of progress and a lot of relief from the ongoing conflicts which have been unfortunately happening everywhere. And I also truly hope that 2025 brings in a lot of laurels, not just for India but also for the whole world. And if the world is happy, I am happy, because somewhere or the other I owe my existence to this beautiful world. And I only hope that all the fighting and everything, such things end, and everybody live like peaceful human beings and live happily ever after.
Good, sir. Any parting messages for your fans and the world at large?
Yes.
Viewers rather. I would
Yes,
say.
I would
Subscribers
say.
and viewers. Yeah.
Yes, I would say that today I am here only because of all of you. There have been many of you whom I have not met or I have not had the honor of meeting personally, and most of them I would like to meet them at some point or the other in 2025 or the years which come after that. And I would like to thank each and every one of you for giving your blessings, giving your support in whatever profession I was into, I am into, and I will be going into. And look forward to receiving the same support. And my very good and best wishes to each one of you and your family.
Fantastic,
and wish
sir.
you a very happy new year.
Yes. So wish you a very happy
And
New
you
Year.
too in person.
Yes, yes, definitely.
Who have
We still have a
been
few
with
days
me.
left, but we'll be meeting.
Yeah.
But anyways, as a part of this video, last podcast of this year,
Huh.
so happy New Year
Thank you so much.
and wish you happy holidays.
Thank you so much. Wish you the same.
Yes.
And undoubtedly, you have been the root behind the pillar which we are looking at being together.
Arre,
So
sir,
I
definitely.
only hope that your good support continues.
Definitely, sir. We'll be together. Thank you very
so
much.
and have a wonderful year.
Thank you. Same to you.